Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlett-Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I love it when this guest joins me. I'm so excited to have him as part of our This Is It network community. If you could share with me, my dear friend, your first and last name and all that you are up to.
Of course. I'm Bezich, men's health advocate, contributing writer to phillyvoice.com, and of course, the author of Crack the Code, 10 Proven Secrets that Motivate Healthy Behavior and Inspire Fulfillment in Men Over 50. How are you today, Cheldin?
I am so good. I am so good. I have to say, we cheated a little, and I was like, what are we talking about today? I can't wait. And I am super excited to dive on into this topic. What are we talking about today, my friend?
Well, today we're talking about the connection between health and wealth. What are the financial and economic implications of leading an unhealthy lifestyle? And because I talk about motivation all the time, do or can economics motivate one to live a healthy lifestyle?
This is so good. It is so good. I mean, there's so many different challenges in life and so many different excuses we make as to why not to be healthy, why we shouldn't be doing this, and this. And I think that you have some motivating factors as to why we should be healthy or why we should be living a healthy lifestyle.
Yes,
I love it.
So always emphasize those, what we call intrinsic motivations, our family, our children, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But there is a school of thought that says, consider the financial implications. If you don't live a healthy lifestyle and you smoke or you're apt to eat a lot of junk food, there's a cost to that. Yes. There's a cost in the short term and in the long term, right. So that if you could change that, I mean, if you spend $10 a week on smoking or junk food, you could save over $3,600 a year, of course, if you kick that habit or reduce, right. The amount you take in. Right. There are also studies that say that inactivity has a cost between $670 and $1,125 a year. So you pay in all sorts of ways. And of course, that translates into things like, additional medical expenses and co-pays and things of that nature. So there's both, there's a cost to living an unhealthy lifestyle, and there's all opportunities to save. If again, you can, there's all sorts of literature that talks about the fact that if you bike or if you do, use other forms of transportation, you can, save on gasoline expenses. So there's all sorts of financial implications when it comes to a healthy lifestyle.
Wow. I think that is such an interesting way of looking at it. If I get sick, but think about the bills, think about the amount of money you'll spend, not even on the emergencies room and the more extreme scenarios, yes. But even in, pain relief and those types of scenarios, that adds up over a course of time.
It certainly does. And then there are, unfortunately, ultimately long-term implications. Like, we know that, men live a shorter life than women. There's a lot of literature out right now about, unfortunately, how because of COVID and other factors that our lives, report just came out, how our lives are becoming shorter. But when that happens and it's aided by an unhealthy lifestyle, you may not fully collect on your pension, right? Or you may not get the full benefits of Social Security because, your lifespan is short. And so there are, some serious long-term, that we don't like to think about too much, but that do come into play here.
Right. I mean, it is truly preventative medicine, not only for yourself, but for your life's plan and how you're spending your dollars. I mean, the resources we're spending alone on, taking care of yourself after you've been sick is so expensive and oftentimes unexpected. So you're not necessarily budgeting for that.
Exactly. And then, of course, the other dimension is what we call behavioral economics, right? Can the economic situation cause you to change your behavior? Can money make a difference? So the kind of examples we see all the time is that, that's why our health insurance companies will help us subsidize or help pay for the costs of the gym membership, for example. Right. Help, spur or start you on the path of healthy behavior. Right. Now, and there's a lot of literature, some studies by Mayo, among others, that say, yes, it does. Yeah. If you can, provide an economic benefit or financial incentive it can make a difference. Now, there's other psychologists out there that say, well, that works in the short term. And of course, the health insurance company is hoping that if you go to the gym because of the incentive and you like going there over time and you adopt those healthy lifestyles, that if the incentive, financial incentive goes away, you'll still continue to go because you change your lifestyle. Now, whether that happens or not is a big question. The folks on the other side say, look, the biggest motivators are the ones that come from inside, intrinsic, not the extrinsic, those external factors of here. Give you a few bucks and make sure you go to the gym.
Right.
So it's an interesting, dimension of our whole conversation about healthy lifestyles.
No, and I think it's an important one. I think it is an important one. And I think that whether it's the insurance companies or your corporation, they know that the healthier you are, right, the more opportunities that you'll have to be able to be more focused in the workplace. You'll be able to bring, for the time in which you spend working, you'll be able to bring a sense of energy. You'll be able to be, again, that focus and productivity. And there's an investment made in that, or willing to make an investment in order to make that happen. Well, I talk to a ton of entrepreneurs, and the same thing, if you don't take care of yourself, you definitely can't be focused on your business or reaching your goals.
Right. I mean, you're spot on. A lot of employers will incentivize their employees to stop smoking, to adapt a healthy lifestyle, maybe provide some facilities for them to work out, all sorts of ways, because they know that investment is good for their bottom line, to keep their, to reduce absenteeism and reduce medical expenses that perhaps the company bears. So economics and healthcare have a strong relationship.
They do. And you just mentioned on the tail end that absentee space, right? Like think about that and those dollars that are associated with you not being able to go to work, needless to say, the expenses of taking care of whatever it is that is ailing you. I love having you on. See, I knew the minute you told me the topic, I was like all lit up, because I said, oh my goodness, this is something not only practical. Each and every time you join us, you give us some practical advice that we can use within our day-to-day, but so useful. If people want to get in touch with you, my friend, if people want to follow, fan, and like you, get their hands on that book and have you speak to their groups or organizations, where would they find that information?
You find all that info at 50plusmen.com, 50plusmen.com. My website, it'll give you all the contact information. Love to come out and talk again, as we mentioned last time. We're now able to come out and talk to you in person. We can certainly do virtual, but love to come out and make the connection and talk about all the dimensions, economic and whatever, with your group.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. He is such a wealth of knowledge, and so excited to have him as part of our This Is It Network community. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Cheldin Barlett-Rumer, and we will see you soon. Take care.